Alrighty, brothers and sisters, congratulations. We made it. We're so back. Bitcoin is at 100K. And we've got Ethereum pumping as well. We got the green grass growing back. So congratulations. If you stayed with me here, we stayed bullish. We stayed strong. We believed in this thing. We believe that strong diamond hands get rewarded. So if you missed the dip, if you got shaken out, and if you also want to know what's going to happen next, you want to pay attention to today's video, and don't forget to leave a like, and let's get into it. So pretty much this is one of those historic pumps. A lot of people are going to be asking the main question here is, why is Bitcoin pumping? Why is the market back? We want to look at the ETH as well, which is very important to us, because you know, guys, when this thing pumps, we get those massive recoveries and we get those massive alt seasons. Now, why is Bitcoin pumping? There is no news. There is no special thing that's happened besides some tariff talks, again, with China and USA and all that, but it's not the main reason. So what I was sharing with you guys recently is this funding rate, which was very negative because people were shorting the market. So a lot of people were very bearish at the lows here, and because of that reason, a lot of people panic sold. A lot of influencers called everyone red thumbnails. Oh my God, we're going down, Bitcoin to 40K. You know the story. This always happens like that. And since Bitcoin started to recover, what we started seeing is people started to short this pump. And how did I know that? It's by looking at this funding rate. The funding rate was at some point minus something, right? So basically, pretty much this should be at 0.0100%. That would be a healthy market, which meaning there are a lot of longs, as much longs as shorts in the market. But once it's below 0.0100%, then it's telling us a lot of people are shorting. This causes a short squeeze. Now, the second thing, why is this pumping? It's because the main buyers here are not retail. So if we look at the Bitcoin ETFs, we look at the flows, we look at the USD side, and as I shared with you in previous videos, we had some days billions of dollars coming in on these ETFs, and mainly BlackRock is buying a lot, and we've seen those buying a lot of Bitcoin in the dips here, and they were as well. There was also Michael Saylor buying. So pretty much strong money is buying this stuff. So when strong money is buying and retail is shorting, this is usually a recipe for a pump. So there's retail gets squeezed, gets a short squeeze, while the strong hands or the strong people here are buying. This causes the price to go up and still go up. Now the question is, how far will this go? Is this an actual pump or is it a fake out? You know, there is always the skeptics, the paparazzis out there. Now, will this thing pump? Now, the thing is, as long as this funding rate is still below 0.0100%, this is telling us a lot of people are still shorting. And as long as we still see the ETFs buying, now today alone 37 million from BlackRock, we've got also 142 million. We still have those healthy inflows. As long as we got those things going on, this thing will keep pumping. And most importantly, if we look at the charts here, you remember, guys, this was the level of concern, which was 99,400. The reason is because there are a lot of stop losses that can be set here, liquidity grabs here, and that was the major level that I was looking at. If we break above it, then it's moon time, and this is what's happening. We broke above it like it's butter, and we just keep going. There was also this point of control at 96. This was like the mid-range, let's say, of this previous range here, that we broke above like nothing as well, but we got rejected from it twice, right? Twice. That's the thing. But because there was a short squeeze still, a little pump can cause more short squeezes, and as long as we have this thing going on, it's game on. More pumps are coming. Now, you know as well, one reason why I predicted this thing to go up and how I was right again is because of the global liquidity. As you can see now, the global liquidity takes some time to show up on the charts. It's delayed, right? It starts to pump. So it started its pumping from December 2024. Since December 2024, kept pumping. Nothing happened in the charts. In fact, Bitcoin was going down, and now we're finally seeing this happen. So by looking at this, you can see this global liquidity actually did a higher high. So we can actually speculate that since this high here got us a new all-time high on Bitcoin, and since this next high is higher than the previous one, this tells us we're going to get a higher high on Bitcoin, which means a new all-time high on Bitcoin for this year. Now, I know we don't hold Bitcoin. We don't care about it. That's a boomer coin. We don't care about Bitcoin. It's not going to make us rich. But because Bitcoin is pumping, you see what happens here. And most importantly, Ethereum pumps. Now, this is our guy here. This is the guy that as well benefit from the global liquidity. So the global liquidity pumped as well, telling us that this is where things gets really, really crazy. So you see this top here. This was the top that reflected here at 4,000 US dollars for Ethereum. So now, by the same logic, we did have a higher high on global liquidity, and we still wait for this to get priced in on Ethereum. So does that mean we're gonna get a higher high as well on Ethereum? And if that happens, you know the drill. This is gonna send all the coins. This is the actual alt season. So we're gonna have to see how this plays out. But this is what pretty much the global liquidity is telling us. It's telling us this is going higher. Now, as long as Ethereum benefits from that inflow like Bitcoin. So because Ethereum as well has an ETF. If we look at the ETF in USD, we're not seeing much still interest coming. So we've got like 20 million buys, 20 million sells. It's very neutral here, where not much buying and selling really to shift the price much right now. But recently we had this spike that usually drives the price, and we had that happen here. That's how the price started to move up back in the days, or pretty much in this first high here. And with the global liquidity reflecting it, it started by this green here. So you see this green, these are the buys coming in from the ETFs pushing the price higher. We just started seeing this happen again, right? It might actually pick up here, and we could see this play out here. Now, this is what I am looking at here in terms of global liquidity and Ethereum. But let's clean this chart and see what really is going on here. Now, as you remember, guys, or from the previous video, we've got this low here. This low here is an important low. You want to pay attention to this one here, and the reason is because this low here, if we look at Pepe, this low was exactly this low on Pepe. So this is a time where things were very bad as well. So if you remember this time here, if you were not here, it's pretty simple. Before it did that, that's how it looked like. It looked like nothing is gonna happen. It was bearish, and the market was not very good, as well as Ethereum was right around here, right around 1,500, 1,600. And again, it is exactly right now here. And when it came back here, now from the previous video, I said this is the best time to be buying altcoins in general, especially meme coins on Ethereum. The thing is, when Ethereum was at these lows as well, it looked very bearish. It looked like it's going down. It looked like it just took out the high and it will never come back. It's very bearish, fake out, and took out the high. It's gonna go down. It's not coming up. As well as when you look at meme coins like Pepe here, it looks like it rugged. It's never coming back. But then because Ethereum went onto this parabolic rally, later it took some time. If we add Pepe here, it took some time. As you can see, this is the time where things started to heat up, but this is where actually Ethereum broke above its all-time high, or like this major 2K level. So it did break above it. It took some time until it was close to its all-time high. This is when we seen the parabolic rally on Pepe. So I'm showing you Pepe because this is related to coins like Breton 8, for example, and other meme coins that are on Ethereum, and other coins in general. When Ethereum pumps, that's why that's how it starts with Ethereum pumping. So we can see that the same thing is playing out again, where we just started coming back. So if we come back to that level, which is exactly this red line, if I thicken it, we are right into it, we're breaking above it. So what this tells us, what happened last time, is we broke above it and we stayed around this time here, we were here. So that's what we need to see. We need Ethereum to break out, come back to 2,000, go up to 2,500, maybe pull back to 2,800, and then if exactly this pattern repeats. This was, by the way, guys, if you missed the 2023 rally, this is when we made a lot of money just recently. This is the most recent old season. This was this one here. This started late 2023, early 2024. So this was it. The next one that most people remember, May 24 or December 24, those were not real old seasons, like as much as this one here. This is where, if we go to top memes, this is where Pepe was at $200 million, BONK at $100 million or below, Floki was at around 100, 200. Dog we've had was pretty much just starting out. It was a 50 million, then 100 million, then pulls back. Many coins that you see here were very small, tiny. Turbo, I think, was at $6 million market cap. Mog was at around 6-5 million. Pretty much everything that you see here was very tiny. So as much as where Brett is on it right now, or Dorky, or other lower cap coins are. And if you missed that, basically what happened is this was the rally on Ethereum that got these coins here to go to the billions of dollars. This was it. After that, it became harder to catch new coins, and because of the weakness or the relative weakness that we had on Ethereum, where coins could not really rally that hard, as soon as they start, Ethereum pulls back. But anyways, you see the picture. We need to reclaim the 2K level, which we did right now. This is the daily candle. If we go back to the 4-hour candles, we did close a very decent 4-hour candle above 2000. So this is a very good start. Now what I want to see, and this is what we actually want to see as well happen, is this level here. So you can see this is marked on the charts here. Let's put it on in yellow here. So what we see is, last time we claimed 2K, we came back. Now we are back at it again with a strong deviation below. This is very good. Now what I'm thinking is, since Bitcoin is pumping, we just need Bitcoin to keep doing its thing. We just need Bitcoin to not jinx anything here. Just keep going, which is so far looking good. As I explained earlier, is above 99,500, broke above it with strength Tor hammer candle. So we have nothing to worry about from that side here. You can see this 4-hour above this previous high is as strong as it can get. So what we want to see is actually Bitcoin at least going back. Now, there is no denying that Bitcoin is strong now. A new all-time high is very likely, and as I explained, the new all-time high is very likely. What we need to happen is, if for some reason Bitcoin decides to pull back, let's say to retest 96 or 94 or 95, and then come back for a new all-time high, we need Ethereum to be around 2,500. So if that happens, then we know Ethereum will hold 2K for the next rally, exactly like what happened here. We've seen Ethereum going to 2,700, then pulls back to 2,100, and then the old season, mega old season. So this is pretty much it. Now, a lot of people feel now I'm seeing the sentiment on Twitter, and I'm seeing a lot of people, which, by the way, my Twitter is back, because my Twitter account, for some reason, somebody tried to impersonate my account and it got suspended, but now I got it back. And it's funny enough, because I got it back the day I got it back, we got Bitcoin at 100K. I don't make the rules, but this is it. This is the biggest Polish news that got Bitcoin to pump, is the Twitter account back. You can follow me, to link in the description. But the thing is, the sentiment is still very like, the people today on Twitter are just saying, oh my god, I missed the pump, I missed this, I missed that. Now what you need to understand is, the old season hasn't even started yet. Now, this green that we see today is just recovery. It's just coins telling us, look, we're still alive, we're still here, we're still here. Nothing bad happened. We just went down because, Ethereum and Bitcoin went down. But otherwise, we could have been way higher than today. The thing is, the real old season hasn't even started, and it starts with that strong Ethereum. Now, when Ethereum pumps as well, you know what happens? Bitcoin dominance goes down. And once Ethereum goes onto this part here. So this is the part we're waiting for. A new all-time high, strong rally. If you missed the 2021, if you missed Pepe at $200 million market cap, if you missed all that, this is when it's gonna happen. And this is the last one. Now, when Ethereum is gonna be at 5K, 6K, 7K, then you are late to the party. Now you are still early, especially to altcoins and meme coins. You're still early, very, very early. What we're seeing here is the market coming back. Now, a lot of people do something like when the market goes down, or like when we were at these lows here and coins were at the shit prices, they panic sell. They get scared. They start looking at the news. They start believing any bearish news because the price action makes it believable. When you see bad news and the price is going down, it's easier to believe the bad news. So what happens is people sell there, they don't buy, they leave, and they give up. And once the price comes back a little bit, they start to feel FOMO again, and they start to think, oh my God, I missed the rally. Let me wait for a confirmation. Let me wait to see if Ethereum will go to 2,500. And then when that will happen, they will say, I'm going to wait. And then Ethereum keeps pumping, altcoins keep pumping. And then little do they know, after they are late and they are buying tops again. So you are early still here, and we're all early. By that I mean we're still early to the old season. In fact, it has not even started yet. So you know the drill, you know the Bitcoin dominance. That's the thing. Bitcoin dominance, when this starts to trend down and you are not allocated to the market and you hold no coins, then you should freak out. Now, this thing has not even started going down. It goes down when Ethereum goes up, and especially on a sustainable fashion like this is like here and like here. And this were those old seasons that you remember from 2017, 2021. If you were not here, this was the major old season that got everybody talking about crypto, everybody and their mother talking about crypto. This was it. Now, when this happens, Ethereum goes up. Now, look what happened today. Because Ethereum is pumping, Bitcoin dominance is going down. So these are the signs. When you see this drop, Bitcoin dominance did hit 65%, came back to 64%, retraced back because Ethereum is pumping. So that's what we want to see. We want to see Ethereum pumping, Bitcoin dominance going down, Bitcoin just doing its thing, not shaking everything, not shaking people, not doing anything crazy, just going up slowly and sustainably here. That's what we want to see. That's what usually starts up an old season. Anyways, the plan remains the same. We're still headed to a very strong all season bull market, and Bitcoin to still rally. I do think we're gonna see way higher prices on Bitcoin here. 169K is very possible, as we topped at 69K the previous cycle, and as there is some irony in this universe, what if we top again at 169K? But 150K and above is very likely. Some people saying 200K could also possibly happen, seeing the strength here, seeing how Bitcoin recovered while the market is actually, the economy in general is not at its greatest. We did not have rate cuts yesterday. I would not be surprised to see 200K either. But the point is, as long as this thing is pumping, Ethereum will pump, and Ethereum pumping all season, longer all season, money to be made. That's the plan. We stay strong, we stay bullish, diamond hands. Thank you so much for watching today's video till the end, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.